Joe back there. BMW and Gerald here. You stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Father, our Father in heaven, please have the Holy Spirit descend on all the rest of the attendance tonight, that your will be done on earth, especially during this meeting, as it is in heaven. We would be neglectful to not mention that you heard all of our prayers and answered that our marriage Joy had a successful surgery and also is having a good recovery, which is very evident by his presence here tonight. Give you thanks for this, Lord, and be forever grateful. Thank you, Jim. Do we call the microphone? Yes.
Here.
You didn't get ready.
Species.
Approve the minutes from May 4th, 2024. I'll move that. Mike? That's good.
I'll say.
Was made by Jody, second by Nancy. Any questions? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, we'll vote on it. Jody? Aye. Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Aye. Kim? Aye. Have it. I would like to add something to the agenda of the month dedication and blessing of June the 1st, 2026, at 5:30 p.m. I'd like to add this to the agenda.
I'll move.
Second. Second by Kip. Any questions? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times? Ron, Jody? Aye. Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Aye. Kip? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, June the 1st at 5:30 p.m. We'll have a ceremony to dedicate the monument at the park. Hand it over to everybody. If I can invite everyone, if I have any questions, I'm going to ask some questions. We did it at 5:30 because we often work on all that. And at the same time, while we're in the very monument, we have Mr. Bobby right there. He's the BMW post. Oh, you wouldn't write it so small. They commander of post 315, the American Legion. That's it. You read, I can't read your handwriting.
Incoming post commander, VFW post 8538, Robert Kuche.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some fellas. I thought you had to come with your hand. We're about to finally, with all of you, you didn't go over there, you can finally give you a check instead of some deal on.
So, on behalf of the American Legion, we wanted to donate a little something for the memorial for the invention, just to help curb you guys' cost and, give little members of us for our fellow veterans. So this is on behalf of Post 315 American Legion.
And this is on behalf of VFW Post 8538, same thing, a donation for the Veterans Memorial here. So,
All right, fellas. Appreciate it.
Y'all feed the cameras.
I'm gonna take some
pictures. Never get decimals.
You got a picture.
You not gonna get it? I did mine already.
okay.
Make up things, fellas.
Yep.
You gotta hit these small books. Any small books? Okay. Thank you. Okay, if we go on there, report, we go on Bennett present to the council 2025 financial audit report. Mr. Dahl. Thank you, man. I think everybody has a copy of the report, auditors for your president. The report's 105 pages, so I thought it would be best to kind of do like a synopsis, kind of a short recap of everything, taking the high points. So you should have a PowerPoint presentation in front of you. So that's going to be the main focus today, is going over the PowerPoint, but I will kind of direct some of the pages on the audit report. Before I start, I want to thank May and Tracy for all their help, their assistance, a lot of information that I was assisted on the audit by today, but they're good to my right. Again, we appreciate the council for having us. Please stop me at the go through, if you have any questions, try to get the information, the answers that you like. All right, pages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You cover the PowerPoint, and I'll kind of navigate you through this PowerPoint into the audit report. Page 1 basically states that we have, an unmodified opinion, or opinion that the financial statements are fairly stated. And then, you'll see also on page 1, it's talks a little bit about management responsibilities, maintaining internal controls. Page 2 is the audit responsibility, our responsibilities. Getting an understanding of the internal controls. So the internal controls are looked at very closely, and then with these agreed upon procedures that we look at in the back of the report, we even take a further deep dive into the internal controls. Required supplementary information on page 3. So we do actually report on that. So we have some management discussion analysis that we also report on. Now we also have some tables in the back of the report. We also have the report on those you see on page 3, the other information. And then since we're a government entity, you'll see on page 4, we do have audit report for the government audit standards, but we look at state law, things like our meetings today, making sure we get sworn, making sure we have our budget timely, and looking at if we have to have a bid process, making sure the bid is done in close with state law. Page 13. We're going to start looking at some of the financial statements. So this is the statement of net position. I'll highlight a few items here. We see total assets about 23.4 million, and the cash is at about 5.9 million back in time. Our cash for business activities did decrease. We're at a little over 500,000 last year. We're down to 81 because we used all that cash for our capital projects. And then you'll see our capital assets about 1/3 of the way down. We're going to look very closely because the details of this, but some of the additions that we had during the year. Includes 303,000 of government activities, which includes American Legion monument, flood projects, vehicle purchases, and street drainage projects. And on the sewage fund, we had about roughly about $1 million in addition there, which included the sewer phase project. And then all of those additions are net appreciated, so we do have estimated lives of those assets, and it can be about 242,000 of depreciation in the general fund and 182,000 of the sewage fund. You look at the liabilities, you got about 1.7 million in liabilities. So majority of those liabilities are number one, the pension fund. So the actuary reports each year what the pension liability is. It's about 870,000 this year, it's down from $1,083,000. A lot of it depends on the market, how the market's doing, and some of the assumptions that the actuary uses. And the same thing with the OPEB liability. That's the insurance, the health insurance. So that liability is also a decrease from 470,000 to 406,000. And then we do have an asset retirement obligation included in that liability. It's about 342,000. That's the liability. It's an estimate done by the engineers down the road in the future where we need to take some of those suit equipment and different types of suit equipment that we have and take it out of service. It's going to be a cost down the road to take it out of service. And what they want to do is spread that cost amongst the remaining life of those assets. So if you take our assets minus our liabilities, come to on page 13, we have a net position of about 21 million, 0.7. The bulk of that is investment capital assets, and then you'll see about 4.8 of that, 4.8 million of that is unrestricted. Page 14 and 15 is your statement of activity showing your revenues and expenses. But
On page 14, our charges for services are about, you see in the middle of the page, about 586,000. It's down from 808,000 from last year. So we do have a decrease in public safety revenue, less traffic violations issued, things like that. Our operating grants were 93,000 this year, 230,000 last year. We had some FEMA funding in the prior year for some of the hurricane damages. And then our capital grants, you see all the way off to the right, 964,000 this year, 138,000 last year. Those last year balances from last year, they're not going to be, if you're looking for those, they're not going to be in this statement. And then if you look on page 15, you got to look at 14 and 15 in conjunction, our property taxes. So our property taxes did stay consistent, about 211,000 this year, 208,000 last year. Sales taxes, we get about a 5.6% decrease this year. We went from about $1.2 million to $1.135 million. Now, we also had a decrease in investment earnings from 219,000 to 119,000 this year. That's because of a decrease in interest rates. So overall, we had a change in our net position of $775,000. Staying on page 14 and 15, some of our expenses, those are off to the left. Again, this format is required by the government auditing standards. That's why it's kind of see like expenses to the left, revenue to the right, and the general revenue is down below. General government expenses did decrease from 770,000 to 675,000. We did have some hurricane related expenses in the prior year. Public safety is down from 773,000 to 568,000. We did have some turnover related to payroll. And then culture and recreation was at 287,000 this year. It was 272,000 last year. With the 75th anniversary celebration, giving us some additional costs there. Page 20 and 21. As a government entity, we require to do a budget each year, as you know. And page 2021 shows our original budget, our final budget, and we compare it to the actual. And you'll see on page 20, total revenues budget a little over 2.2 million came in at also at 2.2 million, so almost spot on with our revenue. And then on page 21, our expenses. We did have expenses coming a little bit higher than the budget expenses, but it was below that 5% threshold. We came in at 2.26 million versus 2.2 million was our budget returns. I'm going to highlight a few of the notes in the financial statements. Page 43. Deposits and investments. The one thing I want you to take away from this, again, state law requires that all our cash and investments be protected. So you have your investments in land funds, which are guaranteed by the U.S. Treasury. Again, those are all fully protected. So again, you're meeting state law. Page 47, 48. This is your capital asset, a lot of activities this year. So page 47 was our general fund, and then on page 48 is our business type activities on the sewage fund. So you see all the various additions that we had throughout the year. We have a gross number of 14.5 million received all the way to the right in the middle. And then you see the cumulative depreciation we have below. And then our net balance is at 8.3 billion. That is just the that's just the general fund. And then on page 48, it's the sewage fund. So about 9.8 million gross. We do have some construction in progress for the various sewage phases. And then that's net depreciation. So our net balance is about 8.2 million. page 50 shows our liabilities. And you'll see on the top off to the right, we have pension liability, $853,000. Again, this number is calculated by the actuary. They use various information that they use, like long trends, service lives, things like that to calculate it. The same thing with the post-employment benefits that's your insurance. Actually, this is that they're calculated on actuary also. You see the decrease, it went from a total of 1.5 million in our liabilities to a little over 1.2. And then we get our actuary report each year for both of these, both the pension and retirement. Page 85. So we require, your audit and what the government audit stands for. It quotes, make sure that we test compliant, bid laws, open duty laws, things like that. We have to say, okay, here, let's prove we can do this. The next page of your PowerPoint. So, in prior years with Hurricane Ida, we did receive some FEMA funding and funding in excess of $1 million in federal funds. When that happened, we were required to do what's called a sync law, test compliance with the grant. This year, we were below that threshold of 1 million, so no sync law was required this year. And then page 88 through pages 106 is report procedures. These are procedures required by the legislative auditor. Carries with us. So let's say Marvin has a detailed list of these 14 areas that you see in the PowerPoint. So we test each one of these and all the various procedures that are required. Things like travel, credit cards, payroll, election disbursements, those are some of the hard areas that we get, making sure internal controls are there and operate effectively. Go ahead and say, based on our testing, those sections are doing, every requirement we hit mark, no exceptions there. So with that, I'll look at any questions you may have.
Yes, on the sewage, the income and the operating expenses, quite catchy, the difference in that.
You talk about the,
Sewer facilities,
correct.
as far as income from the sewer facility received, and the expenses, they're pretty well match up.
Next time we file that page, I'm going to show you the activity of the utility fund. If you look on page 23, excuse me, 23. You'll see they had about 143,000, 161,000 operating revenues. We have about 308,000 expenses. And then we did have some grants. And some transfers in, so we had a positive change in that position, 696,000.
6 months sometime.
Correct. All right. Do a quick call.
What grade would you give the town as far as this on?
I would give the town an A plus.
Great,
The reason why I'm saying that is because the Great Park procedures, no exceptions. I audit, well, I may not want to say with government entities, and I'd say about 55, 75% of them have some kind of exception back there. Also, no exceptions related to compliance with state law. Everything is compliance as far as bids, general meetings, budget, things like that. Figured out we got a good clerk at the staff. And then pay it. Thank you, Paul, appreciate it. Thank you, please. Thank you all. Be early. All right. We'll next item. Okay, we can take a look at that. I'm gonna hold about my executive here. Any other questions? Any other questions? Question 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, do we?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next, report, I would like to, not saying I'm not here tonight, but I'd like to go to DC 1074, Brian Brewer. He called the office and said, we heard you went to pick up the debris that we tore at Thompson. He said that we told him that we pick up the Brian Brewer, you talked about it. Put it on the side of the road. They always picked it up when he tore down a little bit out of town, but not the whole thing. Actually, Stan contacted me about it. I also talked to the past president about it. He said he was gonna contact Richard. Did y'all talk? Yeah, never got in touch with him. They gave him the reason why for the contract. The only thing I'd like to say about that is, the pirates did, from what I understand, not only picked up, torn down, also about 2 of them, they also paid to tear it down. But it's up to them, they got the contract. And I talked to Mr. Well, you know, we need to stop telling people to put it beside the road. Because, first of all, I should have never been vice president involved in our business. Well, I mean, we got to look for them. Sam contacted me. I knew you told a man that you get it picked up. I didn't see him tear down the house and pick it up. Well, as they was putting a little out of town, they was picking it up. Well, it was a little bit at a time, or but it's not just me, I said, but we told them too. I never told a man that. Never, it shouldn't be under, man out there right there, he'll tell you if I ever told him. But I said, we need to stop that nonsense of doing that. It involves a lot of man hours, it costs a ton of money. We involve people into our business that we should, like we're not down our own business. Well, if we can handle our own business, we do it right. That's right. I mean, you want to be the nice guy. We all want to be the nice guy. I'm in charge of the sanitation. Yeah, you're in charge of sanitation. I've been seeing your mess all the time. Listen to it. I have to always go to the mess. Yeah. Listen to it. That's enough to get me a heart attack. I was in the hospital. We don't have our own power. We don't have our own power. I understand it back in the past. But if you follow the rule from the beginning, when you tear down the house, you gotta get your own dumpster. We should have never diverted. It's always been like that. Yeah, but if you keep telling them to put it beside the road, you told Mr. Burton to put it beside the road.
Not the house, excuse me, sir, not the house.
Well,
A little debris, small debris, but furniture.
whatever, I'll get the phone calls I get.
And I want to speak with you about it, you want to open this one? The last call I was there, that was not me. I did with 16.
But if the past.
Yeah, we spoke about it, I ain't put nothing there since.
Right, but again,
This time, somebody put some wood and debris all out there, and I said, okay, got a couple of things, 15 little items in a container, it's not gonna hurt, so I put it, I did.
yeah, fine.
But I told back that, I seen the meeting and you got a little time, I was like, I didn't put that, I felt bad for 2 days, that I didn't come back and speak to you about it.
When you get guilty, what time you gonna get the same guy in, you know?
Well, no, they had wood, I knew I burned all my wood for the house.
I also asked several
So I'm sorry,
times,
yeah,
administration to put a little dumping on.
and that's what's gonna go
You
on,
need to put it on the agenda, that's a,
Please do.
decision.
that's my sister's corner, and I appreciate it, yes, please do.
But again, we need to stay firm, this man tore it out now, the brief will get picked up now. I cannot tell him if he tears the house down, I want you to see what, I want you to see on record what the man tear down the house and get picked up. I already tell him right now, put this out of the room, one underneath. Little bit at a time. Don't matter who bit at a time. We was tearing down the shed. Matter who bit at a time, it's a rule. They were tearing down the shed. You're not treating people equally, because at the beginning of this project, everybody had to follow the rules. All of a sudden, you bending the rules for different people. Joe, listen, you're going a little bit too far. I'm not going too far. I'm just go back to the minutes and see what the. I'm just telling you. You need to follow. Don't bring on somebody and do it. You need to follow the rules. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm like. We don't get vice president involved and nothing like that. They have to get involved. They don't want to pick up the trash. No. We did not. We did not. The parish called, we are not to get it. South Central Planning, I did not appreciate not the fire. Sam called me, send me a picture.
Sam called me too.
Who put that down? I gave him, I said, call it down. I didn't have the numbers. I called it down home. I didn't know.
I'm just saying, we not following the rule from the beginning. I mean, you wanna play politics, we have to play politics.
If we don't put the fire, we get involved in the,
You costing the town money, I'm just telling you that.
how do we go to the town?
A lot of money costs the town.
How's that? Because I get people
How
telling
much
me,
can I talk to them from my office in between meetings? Maybe I can tell you what you.
just tell me, do it in public. This is public. Do it in
I'm
public.
just telling
Why
you.
you gotta be in secret? Do it in public, Joe. Come on, man.
You're a mayor pro tem, and you talk to them during the meeting, in between meetings. But anyhow, follow the rule, that's all I'm asking you. Our vice president don't need to run our business here, we're gonna run our own business.
So what you saying? You gotta,
But the
the man already checks you when it comes to the.
but let me tell you, the
$4,000.
this man has been directed to follow the rule, he needed to get it on dumpster from the beginning. Like everybody else, simple, finish.
Harrison?
So, I'm just saying, it's not,
That's not for somebody to do what they call.
don't point your finger
I'm
at me.
not arguing with you like that because of your heart condition.
Don't worry about the heart condition. It's town business.
I do it 7 days a week I deal with the trash. And not more.
It's funny, you don't see the track, you get Bruce, can you get it picked up? Hey Bruce, can you put a sign here? And you gotta go find the people, and say, well, Jody told me to put it there,
Yeah.
you know? So anyhow, it needs to
People
stop.
can't put trash, that's what we pay for, to pick up their trash.
They pick up the trash, but the demolition of a building, they need to get their own dumpster.
But if you heard them, get your own dumpster.
You heard too? You heard, you understand?
That's not me that did it, them that put it, this over down, tell him.
Well, the poor man, now he's gonna get,
The poor man, it doesn't matter, the poor man, he's gotta get it, gotta do it, regardless of what it
let
is.
me tell you, the man was put in a position that the town put him in a position. The man really got his dumpster, what's gonna happen is if he doesn't get it picked up by the end of May, the town's gonna get it picked up and give him a bill, that's what
And
we're
I'll
out there.
bill it.
Because we
Just
didn't
like
follow,
everybody else.
because we didn't follow the rule.
Either way, it's still gonna cost, it doesn't matter if they come from the town or if they pay for themselves, still gonna cost. We're not gonna,
You don't understand, Joe?
I understand the plan,
Yeah.
not a lot, but
So, move on.
don't accuse me of somebody.
We had this foundation behind to, started the meeting.
Okay, that's fine, we can do it.
Project started, prove Mr. Bill wants to not here. Okay, so our building permit, planning and zoning condition review of Barley Golf Plan to redivide their property on Thousand Boulevard. June first. Second request planning and zone condition to review the Richard, DeBerry Jr. Proposed the boat shed at 154 North Thousand Boulevard, rezoning request. So need that request, need a motion to vote up. I'm moving.
Second.
By Jody, second by Skip. Any question, one time, two times, three times? We'll vote on Jody.
Aye.
Nancy.
Aye.
Mike. Aye. Skip.
Aye.
Time, aye.
Joe, before we move to forward, don't we have to, vote to do away with the procedure? We just did do it.
Yeah, we can go to, to proceed.
No, but I mean, a motion in a second,
South Central Point. To defer.
I'll second that, it's on the mayor's report. So we just go, you're worried that, yeah, I don't know if we have to. vote on that. The table is one to speak today.
It's on the agenda, if y'all don't want, I mean, they're not here to give their reports, I don't know what it's talking
I
about.
know that's okay, I just want to make sure.
I think we're good.
That's all right.
Defer all subject and plan, the rest of the next meeting. That's what the schedule, you need to vote on it?
He said we should.
Just make a motion on the second, move on.
I'll move on Mike, defer all subject, plan, second by Jody. Any questions, one time, two times, three times? We're going Jody,
Aye.
Nancy, Mike, Steve, project staff report, Mr. Bill, is not here. I'm going to defer everything.
I'm with that.
Moved made by Mike,
I'll second.
second by Kip.
Also.
Audience one time, two times, three times, with Jody.
Aye.
Nancy,
Aye.
Mike. Aye. Kip.
Aye.
Time, aye. Attorney report.
Okay, on adjudicated property in your foldings, I put, Tracy in a copy of the parish tax for their adjudicated property ordinance. if y'all want to take some time to review it, it starts on the third page. And then if y'all in favor of it, maybe on Monday's meeting, next Monday, we can introduce it. It basically provides an option for, like with this, the adjudicated property, if anybody's interested in bidding on one, provides an option for somebody to come and deposit the money, it takes the town to go through the proceeding to sell it. And then if that person's successful in getting it, they can get that the deposit basically credits toward the price if somebody else is successful to get the deposit back. So, if y'all want to review it, if y'all have any questions, y'all call me.
All right.
We talk about it.
Thank you, Bob.
And then I don't have any update on the property lawsuit.
All right, thank you. Chief of Police, let Mason have the current officer.
So, Alicia Escobar put in her resignation. This is her last week. I need to know from y'all if, we can hire another officer or if we're just moving on with 3.
Well, first of all, you don't have about hiring a new officer in the agenda. You didn't think we have to have it. More action, I would.
Yeah.
I'm move. I say, move by Mike, second by Jody. Audience 1 time, audience 2 times, audience 2 times. Jody? Aye. Nancy?
Aye.
Mike? Aye. Kip? Connie? Aye, have it. Go ahead, Michelle.
I just need to know if we can move forward with another officer, if we just have 3 officers.
What task was the,
I'm sorry.
I was asking if we still in the budget, good fine, you know, the budget still good on our, no.
So it'll be 1 officer short if we don't. I'll make a motion to our
Could I get my question answered first?
I mean, we're good for right now. I don't know how much longer that's gonna hold us over.
What you call good?
Well, I mean, we're not at our mark where we should be for this time of the year. However, it is the summer. There's a lot more traffic in the summer.
Who's standing you are right now?
Um,
Is that what you actually would?
we're at about 22.69. We should be, almost at 50 by the end of June.
Question?
That's it.
Okay, motion made by Jody to hire Papa new officer.
And the reason why I'm doing it, I'm glad, but the town, protect the town.
I second. Looking for a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mike. Any further questions? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, we go on. Jody? Aye. Nancy?
No.
Mike?
Aye.
Kip?
No.
Connie? What
Budget is like,
And we should be good.
but I would,
30 days, we're gonna be, on it, 7% in 30 days.
we still have May stats to look at and June stats to look at.
This is
Some
the
of
data.
us are,
This is the data.
That's the science is thinking about this before we actually, go through with it.
I mean, do you have someone in mind right now?
no, that's the problem, like, I need to start looking for somebody.
Yeah, I don't wanna, hire somebody and then have to let them go as soon as we get low, but if maybe we can think about it, give us till maybe next meeting. And, we can come and talk to Tracy about it and see where we're going and Michelle, you know, and see what she thinks. And, maybe we can vote on this.
Next week, I will have today's numbers in hand.
Okay, just don't. I just not, get what you said, I just need some time. So I'm not saying no, right now it's no, but I would like more time.
I'll feel the same. I'll make a motion to first one next week.
There's already a motion on
Sorry.
Living Connie tonight?
Am I allowed to say to table it or no?
Oh, you don't put it on.
For now, for now.
All right. I just got, you have one more question. Go ahead, Jim. What?
Now,
She resigns.
What's the one?
She is working somewhere else, she has a child, and this is,
Oh, just one.
That's
That's all that is.
personal situation. Yeah.
All right.
Could I make a motion to bring it back up later?
I'm sure she'll bring back again, or leave them again.
We can leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. And
All right, old business, again, item, project report, senior citizen grab building, 50% repair, estimate complete, 5/21/26, move to the Austin phase. So, going through pump building and pump house building, alternate projects, work on a plan to submit to FEMA, council consider approving adding $100,000 for the engineer fee while waiting on FEMA, we need this for that. We need to do this. Need to add $100,000 for that project.
We got it.
that's.
That's what it is.
Well,
That's what engineering and architect.
we're bringing those fees
I'm.
and we're.
Okay, okay, move by Skip, second by Jody, any question, Mike, you got a question?
No.
Okay. Audience went down,
It's a reimburse.
okay.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you was that.
Was it says that the building would be for now?
The bad thing, we're gonna ask.
Okay, that's what the,
Yes, sir.
instead of the golden things.
$100,000 for architect and, work on the spot. That would be- Audience, 2,000, 3,000, go to Jody. Aye. Nancy. Mike. Aye. David, aye. Aye, that. Mr. Chairman, you got any orders? Yes, it's on. They pick it up. I like it. Pick it up. With our water district, we haven't heard anything out of them all about anything. You business council consider approving the April budget to actual finance report. Everybody got a copy? I'll move by Julie. Second by Nancy. Audience one time, three times, we're going to Julie. Aye. Nancy.
Aye.
Mike. Aye. Here. Aye. Donnie. Aye. Council consider it, renominate Kyle Williams to the chief of the bureau. Created to determine when 6/12/26. You would like to continue?
Yes, sir.
I'm able to move by Mike, second by Nancy. Audience one time, two times, three times, we'll go on to Julie. Aye. Nancy,
Aye.
Mike. Aye. Aye. Skip, Donnie, aye, that.
Carl, what board you sit on, Fred?
Well, I'm on the, tourism board. This one, just reappointed me to, and the juvenile justice committee.
Just wondering, you was on a few of them, just wondering. Thank you, man, thanks for your help.
Mr. Chairman?
I just read that you said that you're also in some new foundation.
By Community Foundations, excuse me, I'm working nights, my brain's all mixed up. But yeah, I'm a part of a program, part of an initiative they're doing.
Any other business brought before the council? Mr. Gerald? Oh, sorry. Please.
That's okay, go ahead.
Mr. Gerald?
Your first ladies for.
All right, just my question, just can we go back to not getting another officer? I know that you guys said you're tabling it at the moment. So if the budget, no, it's, so she can't hire anybody at the moment. And so when would that, like, I don't know, I guess we didn't get the option to talk as community. So does that hurt you for, like, as us to be safe, like, you have enough people to take care of our on a daily basis?
I don't know how we'll do it 24/7.
So I was just wondering, because you're missing one, and then y'all had exactly the amount you needed for seven. Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Mr. Gerald?
Has any consideration been given to approaching the parish sheriff?
Yes, sir.
Does that cost?
It's not an officer alone, it's the sheriff's office working
With conjunction with the court,
when they can.
when they can. Is there any charge for this issue?
No.
There's no charge. That might be a good deal in the interim until Tracy gets all.
Typically, 45 minutes for a call.
or 4 hours.
Or a few hours.
4 hours.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah. We have it in the past. Mr. Joe,
Like to add it to the agenda.
what you like to add?
I'd like to discuss the library situation.
By Joey,
Say,
second by Nancy, all two times. Going to Jody. Nancy,
aye.
Mike. Yeah, time. Okay, Mr. Joe.
Do we have any type of update from the director of the library?
She was supposed to be here. Yes, sir.
With the parish president?
She got an email, put an email to me. Yeah.
Who's this email from?
It's from Miss Laura.
Ms. Laura sent it.
Sandra?
This was 8 days ago. Good afternoon. Following the failure of the library villages this weekend, Mr. Ojo and I have determined that it would be financially irresponsible to continue construction of the Golden Meadow branch at this time. Without the funding provided by the villages, we cannot be certain that we would be able to adequately staff and sustain the facility. We will retain the current plans so that we are prepared to move forward should the village be approved in a future election. At this time, I am not prepared to address the council as we are still assessing next steps and do not yet have a clear timeline for a future election. I will be happy to attend at a later date when we have more information for the council. As always, I appreciate your understanding and continued support as the library moves forward.
I would like it's moving forward, like it's moving backwards, as far as I'm concerned. My biggest concern is they had approved and opened the bid, first of all, and awarded a $2.6 million contract to Thompson Construction on Typical. My question would be, where would these funds coming from? Is this like a lump sum deal from FEMA, or is it a piecemeal deal? As they repaired one library, which they started in the parish, and we're down at the tip here at the bottom, because what happened there? Because myself and Joy were supposed to address the council on the night we would approve the funds to let Thompson Construction begin. And their design, the facility, just wasn't acceptable to me. I'm sure it wasn't acceptable to Joy and a lot of people down here. And they pulled it, Daniel let us know 2 days before, they pulled it from the agenda, and he says, Louis shall come up, it's not on the agenda. So a lot of questions that need to be answered, and her communication skills aren't very great. So she's had 4 years to communicate all of this, being a state, 5 years, taking all this time to take us into consideration. WWL, she stated that they probably have to shut down all the parish libraries. Well, build a library, the funds are there. If we shut them all down, we'll be treated all equally. And boy, what a slap in the face of the Bush parish government if that would happen. I'm sure you have to have a contingency plan.
Well, that would be with them, scared, is going forward and we're going to come to the.
Great. No, we do appreciate
I just wanted to add to that, I wish you would have came to address, see the public service, needs to come talk about it. Some of the funds, they had a $300,000 return, that deal, so they had that. And the funds came from the taxes we paid. From what I understand, there's still 2 more years of this tax. They just put it down to see what's going on. And maybe if they wouldn't add more, it would have passed, because I voted for one, I added for the renewal, I voted for the renewal, I didn't vote for the add-on. There's enough money coming in with what we had, why you wanna add more?
Yes. I think they were very likely.
People are taxed enough, they have enough.
Very likely their communication as far as transparency.
That's why the public service comes talking to people.
You need to communicate with the public and the government agency that funds you, the parish.
Yeah, we have to talk, look,
You know, we're not bumping heads, we have to talk with this, some,
We got to serve the public and do any harm, it's good. Get it out on the table and discuss it, there's only way we'll get something accomplished. And there they're talking, that's a selection on moving the parish forward. That's the only guy is moving forward to me. Well, that's all, we try to get him here. Okay. All right, and then, the minutes will be.
I'm moving.
Motion by Bruce, second by Mike, all for? Aye. Meeting now adjourned.